What's up, crafty family? This is Black Balloon Girl helping you take your balloon decor business to the next level. And in today's video, we are going to talk about the top 3 mistakes that new decorators make when they are servicing their clients. So let's get started. That a lot of new decorators make is that they run out of setup time. So the number one thing you want to do on your consultation calls is ask your client how much setup time they are given by the venue. If it's a traditional party hall, if it's a jump around or trampoline park, or if it's a go-kart racing facility, you want to make sure that you are aware of how much time you have to set up beforehand. And sometimes if you have those relationships with the venue already, you can actually reach out to the venue directly and let them know that you're decorating for an event on a certain day. And sometimes they will let you in earlier, but you want to go by the time that your client was given, because you want to make sure that your client is not charged for the extra time that you need. And so to minimize that conflict and to maximize your setup time, you want to prep as much as you can before you even get on site. So as a new decorator, you may think, oh, I'm going to have an hour and a half to set up so I can do everything on site. No, you should be coming already to the venue with your balloons already set up. And I used to own a venue, so a lot of the times that was clients' biggest fear, is that they hired a decorator or a balloon artist and they weren't going to have enough time to set up. And a lot of the times, if the decorator contacted me directly, I would just let them in early. I wouldn't necessarily let the client in early, but I would let the decorator in early to give them more time as a courtesy, because I was, or at the time, I had stopped my balloon business, and so I understood the struggle of trying to decorate, but not everybody is going to be as nice as I was, so keep that in mind. The second thing new decorators and balloon artists fail to do is they fail to set up a clear invoice system or payment system so that their clients can pay online. If you're still taking payments through apps, or if you're still taking payment deposits through apps, then you are running into the risk of clients not taking you professionally. And as you grow your business and want to take it more seriously, you want to portray a more professional booking system. And so you want to start showing that by the way you take payment. So for me, I take my initial payment right now, as of this video, I take my initial payment online only, and only through my invoice and only through my website. And then depending on if I worked with the person before, I will take either cash the day of, or I will settle the account through a payment app. But I don't do that for everyone. I only do that for people that I know and are familiar with. And so you want to try and encourage your clients as much as possible to pay through the apps, because it does make it more secure than a Venmo or a Zelle, because with those things you have to make sure that you're paying the right person, and sometimes your payment can get lost in their cloud system. And then before we get to the third thing, I want you guys to like and subscribe, and also check out the description below, because I do have a free community that you guys can join and learn more about how to set up your balloon business for success. So you can join me there. I do live calls twice a week on there, and it's really, really fun if you guys want to check that out. And then the third thing that the new decorators and balloon artists make a mistake on is designing on site. before you even get to the site, you should already know and have an idea of how you want your design to look. You can do mock-ups for yourself. You don't have to do a mock-up for your client. You can do the mock-ups for yourself so you know what color is going to go for first. Also, if you can assemble, if you're using your own stands and you can assemble those things ahead of time, again, it maximizes your not only your setup time, but it also minimizes how long you're taking to design on site. And the less you design on site, the better. So you want to be able to get in, set up your base, and then just add your little customizations and organic accents and dimension from there. And so you don't want to design on site because it eats up your setup time. It doesn't allow for mistakes, or you actually open yourself up to more mistakes because you are designing on site. And so you're going back and forth, kind of like fighting with yourself on, oh, that doesn't look good, this doesn't look good, you know. But if you already had that settled on what color you were going to start with first, how you were going to build your base, and already have your base built. I try and build my bases ahead of time. So then that way, when I get on site, it's already like boom, 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 1, 2, 3. As things come out the bag, then out of my transport bag, I already know like that's the next piece, that's the next piece. And so I'm not trying to figure it out while I'm there, because a lot of the times you will get distracted by some of the people that are there. Some of the guests are watching you. Some of the guests are early. There's kids around. And so those things can distract you from your design. So you want to have your design locked in before you even get on site. So if any of this information was helpful, let me know in the comments. Check out my free community for all you balloon lovers out there, and I will see you in the next one.